Sometimes.
And there we go. Hey!
Morning,
Hello,
everybody.
and happy Wednesday!
Wednesday already. Wow, this week is flying.
Hump day. We're halfway through the week already. How's everybody doing? Tracking towards their progress this week? Have you done your Monday, Tuesday workouts? Are you logging your nutrition? Are you doing what you need to do to get to your best self?
Always. That's what Jeff is teaching us here every day, all day.
That is what we're all about.
Good morning, everybody.
So if you're in the building, go ahead and swipe in, pop a little comment on there. Let us know how you're doing this morning.
I haven't been up this early in a little while. So why not do it for the Jeff family?
Right.
Why
Thank
not?
you for
First
being here.
live filming session in quite some time.
Quite some time, man.
7-8 months. So a little nervous as well. I won't lie.
It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good.
Treat me well.
Depends on your definition of well, eh? But if you guys are up and about this morning, go ahead and say hello. I'm used to being at home, like doing the 6 a.m. from home. So it's like you basically crawl out of bed like 20 past 5. Like I'll make it. And now I'm staying at the Casa de Mentis, which is close, but like far enough that I had to get up like.
You got to actually plan
waking up and it's like, okay, cool, I'm going to leave my kitchen now so I can eat before I get here. And then the day's going to start. And I was like, okay, this is actually really early now. It's actually really early. But it's cool. It's cool.
It's not freezing outside, which is great.
Okay, yeah.
It's palatable, I suppose, for my big word of the day.
Palatable. I like that. Pamela, hello and good morning.
Nice to hear
two of
from
her
you.
favorites. Yes, man. Pam, have you seen Pam's consistency lately?
Yep, I've been watching those posts.
Oh.
Pam's been doing great. A little story. I mean, I think I gave Pam a three-month Jeff life 3 years ago.
Really?
And that's kind of how Pam and my story started.
Hey!
I actually went to Durban for a Jeff day and met Pam and Gugu and all the other legends in Durban. So it was absolutely amazing.
That is so cool. I love that. That's what I love about this community, man. It's a community. Like people in the community know each other. They interact. It's not just like
the friends I've made around the country who I haven't actually physically met yet. Is quite amazing, and that's all through the community of Jeff. I mean, it's one of the biggest pieces I talk about, apart from everything else, is the community of Jeff. It really is so special. And I mean, Pam's certainly one of them that I know and have known for the last 2 odd years.
That is absolutely amazing. That's like it's got me excited for today now. Yeah, it's got me excited for today. This is absolutely amazing. Speaking of today, later today at the V&A Waterfront, if you happen to be in Kaapstad, we're doing the official book launch of Nourished. Adrian, Tony did an absolutely bang-on job with the book. And if you want a signed copy, pop on down. I'm going to be there. It's happening at 6:30 tonight. V&A Waterfront. Be there. It's going to be absolutely exciting.
Guys, as much as you've seen pictures of it, and you've got it in your hand and you page through the actual pictures,
it's proper. Eh?
It's amazing. It really is.
Like when they announced they had the idea and blah, 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 a few months back now. I was like, okay, that's a good idea, cool. But I couldn't even imagine how well they actually turned out. Like this is proper. It's and it's beautiful too. Yeah. I mean, like that. I don't
easy to make recipes. That's got to be the most brilliant thing about it, and all the details are there.
I'm a lazy cook. Eh? I'm a lazy cook.
I struggle to cook.
If it takes me more than 15 minutes, I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
So that's there's a really quick, easy recipes on there. Some a little bit more intricate if your palate is a little bit more refined than mine is, but everything is absolutely delicious. So you want to get yourself some of that. 6:30 tonight. I'm going to be there. I'm not the biggest draw, but I'm a plus.
You are most certainly a big draw, sir. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Emphasis on the big. Emphasis on the big.
All muscle, baby. It's all muscle.
So muscle. We're working hard. Sandra, hello and good morning. Hello, Christelle. Lovely to have you in the building. Have you guys started planning what you're going to be doing for June? Because we've planned it out, we've mapped it out for you. The decision is your hands. We have the June programs launching very soon. We have Jeff the Rhino this coming June, led by the incredible Jono and Jules. We're going back to our roots, back to the beginning. Jono and Jules, the lovely combo. And also, fantastic host, I might add. I'm quite comfortable. I'm quite comfortable.
Good to hear.
Quite comfortable. They are going to be leading us through the month of June with a variety of training programs and courses for you to pick from. Into the Wild with John and Jules. I've seen a little bit of the recordings of the sessions that they planned out. That is going to be absolutely bang out, full body sessions. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Get nice through the heart rate, really improve your fitness, really work towards your weight loss. It's going to be awesome. Me and Louie, the Lion and the Buffalo, coming together with the Give It Horns program. That one's a touch dark, eh? That one's a touch dark. I'm still incredibly sore from what we filmed yesterday. So if you feel like watching me suffer for a little while, because it's a rare occurrence when you watch me suffer, that program's gonna be good. Full-on strength plan we took a page out of Siri's book. It's a little bit dark.
Ooh, that
dark.
always means it's exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be good. And then if you're looking for something with a lighter touch on the impact side, but still a strong hit on how much effort you're going to be putting in, the Pilates Strong with Dom is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Dom is filming currently in different locations, so quite lovely to look at. The exercises are quite nicely put together. If you're looking for a full body stability, mobility, and strength-based program, Dom's Pilates Strong
I was
is
actually injured a little while ago. I kind of still am, but that's another story. I did Dom's Pilates Challenge, I think in Feb.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Absolutely loved it. I mean, from a core perspective, from an overall body strength perspective, it's amazing.
People underestimate how important those things are. True. People underestimate how, I had a conversation with Dom, and like even in my powerlifting training, and you think powerlifting is all it's aggressive, it's heavy weights, it's like it's a real like super strength based. It's like the first 30 minutes of my session is actually like Pilates movements, so I can get stability, so I don't hurt myself with the other stuff.
Exactly. It's just we don't realize that when we're actually trying to do all of these different things.
It's sometimes you gotta be like, listen, I need to slow down the pace, focus on what I'm doing, focus on my execution, get stronger and stable. Then when I go back to the more high impact stuff, I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm executing better. I'm moving faster. You're more stable. Yeah. So excellent program that is going to be. And then we have two lovely courses for you. The skin course with Jules. Actually, I had a lovely conversation with her 2 nights ago around skincare and different skincare routines for different types of skins, for different racial ethnicities, because we have different thicknesses of skin and all that. It was quite complex, quite lovely. She's giving me a little bit of a routine myself. I think it's working. And
looking quite nice.
I mean, two days later, I think it's already starting to show. So I'm quite excited about that. And then we have the Gut Health 2.0 course, diving a little bit deeper than the 1.0. This one going into very specific conditions, teaching you how to go through FODMAP diets, elimination diets, and all that stuff to try and unfunk up your gut, your digestive system. I've been saying all week, your digestive system has more cells in it than the rest of your body combined.
Yeah.
So if that's not working for you, it is working very hard against you. So you got to get that alive.
Gut health is so important. No matter what age you are, the earlier you start looking after your gut, the longer it's going to look after you. And I mean, we only have one of them, and I'm certainly going to be doing that course.
Yes, man. And prevention's better than cure, man. You want to tackle it before it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So that is what we have for you in store in the month of June.
Another jam-packed June.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
It is.
We live to serve. We serve to live. So that's what you can look forward to in the month of June. It's going to be absolutely epic. Pamela saying, "Yes, Aidan, literally pick me as
deserving of a whole year of Jeff life." Actually, it was a whole year of Jeff life that we got because it was at a family day, and I think Sam gave me a year's Jeff life to give away to someone, and I'd actually seen Pamela starting to post on Jeff, and that was the name that sprung to mind.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. I mean, that's what I love about the giving nature of Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to. I won't disclose details, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to. But like, what's happening in June in terms of giveaways? Again, I'm very jealous because I cannot qualify for any of these. But I stand under correction. Probably the biggest giveaway month we've had thus far.
Wow.
I think so. We'll give some big. I stand under correction. If we've done a bigger one, it is maybe one other one. But like this one is very near to the top, if not the top.
Well, there we go, guys. As always, Jeff the gift that keeps on giving.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Renata, hello and good morning. She says she's with me and Louie. Whoop! You're a brave soul, and I love it. It's going to be amazing. Susan White, hello, hello. Ready for you. I am ready for you as well. It's going to be an absolutely bang over session. We have Dom in the building. What's up, Dom?
Good morning, everybody.
Pilates Queen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just a little reminder, don't forget to pop in to the Jeff Together stream at 12 o'clock today. Katie G is going to be taking us through a true Krav session. Love the one we did last week around the self-defense and like what to do for muggers coming at you with a gun or a knife and the different strategies. I mean, it's not bulletproof, but you want to give yourself the best possible chance you have at escaping situations like that.
My fiance did one of these courses with a couple of girlfriends a little while ago, and it's pretty aggressive. And I mean, I get it, because you kind of almost frighten off the attacker from the way you jump on and go at someone. So yeah.
No, it's absolutely.
And in this day and age, unfortunately, it's something we need to know about. The more we know how to protect and just be aware, the better.
Yeah, unfortunately, like it's almost something I don't relate too much to, because I'm not a soft target. My likelihood of being attacked is a little bit less than the next person, but like, if you are someone who has a larger likelihood of being attacked, it just pays to know a couple strategies on how to handle situations a little bit better. Give yourself the best possible chance you can at success and survival in those situations. So 12 o'clock today with KDG. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Super interesting. I'm super excited. We have Stefan Berger in the building saying hi, you two supermodels. You're too kind.
Stefan,
look at
love
that.
you, man.
Off to work, long Wednesday, but just need to see some pretty before I run. See, that's why I love you, man. That's why I love you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So we're going to run through the workout just before we head into the background. So we're going to start with a little bit of a warm up. There's going to be a little bit of side-to-side lunging, a little bit of donkey kicks. We're going to get into a little vibe and flow. We're then going to go into a little strength component with your sumo squats, your reverse lunges, get the core flowing just a little bit. You're going to need some cans, or some light weights, or some heavy weights if you're feeling brave. A chair, step, bench, whatever it is, so we can add a couple low impact alternatives. And there will be some balancing exercises in there. So if you need to hold on to something, grab a little something to hold on to. That's about it. I like to keep these simple but effective. I don't want you, do I need a medicine ball? Do I need that? Nah, keep it simple. Keep it simple here, fam. So we're going to disappear for a minute while I put him through his paces. We're going to play you a little video, and when we come back, it's going to be go time.
But you ready for it? Let's go, guys.
Join Jeff this June as we venture to the Timbabati in an effort to save the rhino. Stats show, on average, every 22 hours, a rhino loses its life to poaching in South Africa. It's a story we've heard time and time again. Being on the ground recently, it really hit home that we have to try and do something to help. June is the month where Jeff the Rhino is born, a figure of strength, purpose, survival, and vulnerability. Take part in our brand new June programs or select one that is best for you. Either way, you stand a chance to win prizes to the value of 500,000 Rand. By sticking to our plan and looking after ourselves, we are going to be raising awareness for what's happening in the Timbabati, raising funds to improve the safety of the rhino, and make a statement that the Jeff community does not just simply stand by. We rally together to try and make a difference.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're about to get into it. So we're going to start with a lovely little warm-up complex. Exercises are going to consist of side-to-side lunges, nice little wide stance there, shifting body weight left to right, trying to open up at the hippie hips. We're then going to go into donkey kicks, so you're going to go into all fours position, just kicking off like a donkey. We're trying to warm up the glutes, get the hips a little bit more stable, get the glutes switched on. You've been lying down all night, you gotta wake them up. We're then gonna go into step backs. We're gonna go into a nice deep lunge position and then a step back. Difference between a step back and a lunge is that back knee is gonna be straight as opposed to bent towards the ground. We're then gonna go into pulse squats, really trying to open up the quads, open up the hips, which should be nice and fiery at this point, and then end off with some dead bugs. So on your back, all 4 limbs in the air, alternating limbs moving away from each other and back, and then swapping over.
Get it wrong.
The coordination is going to become an issue, but that's part of the workout. That's our warm-up complex. We're going to start that in the next 5 seconds. So get ready, get steady, side-to-side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Let's fully into it. We're doing 30 seconds per exercise. We're going to do 2 quick rounds of the warm-up, and then we get into the meat and potatoes. Aidan's doing a really great job of pushing those hips backward as you go into this lunge. You really want to load the one leg you're going onto, stretching the hip and adductor of the leg you're moving away from. And then we're going to go into those donkey kicks in 3, 2, 1. Let's fully into it. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Catherine Collins. Nice to have you guys here. Hope you guys are enjoying the warm-up so far. Still early days, but I like to think I bring a vibe from minute 1. Okay, after these donkey kickbacks, we're then going to go into the step backs. A little bit of a transition from ground back to standing. I know that can be a little bit difficult for some of us, but it's kind of part of the workout. I want you to get used to translating your body through space. We're going to go through that in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. There we go. So with a warm-up like this, I don't want you to focus too much on how many reps are you getting, how am I moving fast enough. It's a warm-up. It's okay for you to take the warm-up just a little bit slower. Focus on your execution. Get the right joints, the right muscle groups primed and ready. When we go into set 1, that is when, okay, you should be nice and warm, nice and primed, nice and ready to attack things a little bit more aggressively. We're going to go into pulse squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. There we go. With these pulse squats, you're in that mid-range. So we're not pulsing at the very bottom, not the very top. In that mid-range, just trying to increase your time under tension on those quads and those glutes. Really getting that burn, man. Getting that burn. Susan White's with us. Getting the burn. The burn is your friend. The burn is your friend. We're going to go into those dead bugs in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. When I did my session with Amy yesterday, all she was talking about is that burn. And I was like, the burn is not as fun. The burn is not as fun when you're in the wrong side of the seat. There we go. You nailed it. So alternating limbs, moving away from each other, back to center. Always return back to center. Calibrate. Come back. Point of this is trying to strengthen your anterior posture. Your anterior what? I've got the technical term now. It's been a while since I've been in varsity. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Your anterior chain, that's what it's called. Your anterior chain. Your anterior slings. Okay, we're going to do a 30-second rest, and then we're going to repeat that one more time.
Definitely feeling warm now, all over.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Now it gets fun. So we got into that first set, got a little bit of a warm-up. Now it's like, okay, we can ramp things up, move a little bit more assertively, a little bit more aggressively, push things just a little bit more, warm up even further. Side-to-side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Let's put it into it. There we go. I want you to try now and go a little bit deeper into these side-to-side lunges. Really try and challenge your hips to open up all the way. Really try and stretch your adductor, your inner thigh, and the leg you're moving away from. So we're trying to get a little bit of mobility in our strength movements. This is what I was talking about with Pilates Strong. It's incorporating mobility movements with strength movements together. Donkey kicks in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. There we go. With these, I want you to really think about squeezing from your bum. We do tend to pull from our lower back when we do a donkey kick. I want you to actively think, squeeze my bum, use my hip to do most of the work. Lower back is there to assist, stabilize, but it's not your prime mover. The glute, your bum should be the prime mover here. So they're going to go into the step backs in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into it. Same thing with the step back. I want you loading that bum and then stepping back. I want the quad and the bum working together. If your quad, your top thigh is working by itself, it puts a lot of stress on the knee. You need to think bum and the hip need to work with it as well. There we go, Aidan. Your form is perfect, sir. That is how you do a step back.
Good instructor.
There we go. I do try. We're then going to go into those pulse squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into it. Now, again, in that mid-range, Trick here is to not let the knees collapse inward. You want to open up at the hips, really focus on the hips being nice and open. That puts the hips and knees in a good position, minimizing stress at the joint, maximizing the amount of pressure the muscles themselves are taking. Your muscles handle pressure a lot better than your joints do, so that's where we want to focus most of it. There we go. It's a bit of a burner. But we're good. Going to that did bug in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nisa, hello and good morning. You're just in time, bro. You're just in time. Slot in. We're doing dead bugs on our backside. Really working that anterior chain, working those anterior slings, getting the front part of our core nice and ready. You have a front part, you have the sides, and you have the back part of the core. All of those need to work together to create 360 degrees of stability. 3, 2, 1, and that is your warm-up done, and that's dead. So you get a little bit of a reprieve, just as long as it takes me to explain what we're going to do next. So now, set 1, here's where I really want you to put some pressure on. If you have some weights, add the weights. Move a little bit more aggressively. Really try and get full range of motion here. We're going to do sumo squats. I want a slight hold at the very bottom. So you're going to do a deep sumo squat, hold for a 1 count, and then come back up. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. We're then going to go into a lunge. Yeah, reverse lunges. Reverse lunge. There we go. We're going to go into some reverse lunges, nice and deep in there. And then we're going to go with some dead bugs again. Yeah, dead bugs again. Let's go into it. He knows he knows my workout better than I do.
Oh, that's still going to be right.
That's fine. Okay, that is our sequence there. We're going to go 45, 45, 45, short break, reset. Yeah. So we're going to start that in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sumo squat, slide hold, then up. There we go. I want you to hold for that 1 count. Again, we're increasing time under tension. I want those quads to really feel like, hey, I'm working hard here. So again, we're not necessarily focusing on, I want to do a bajillion reps right now. It's, you're focusing on range of motion. I want you to try and go as deep into this as you can. Rep 1, you might feel a little bit stiff. Rep 2, a little bit looser. Rep 3, by the time you get to rep 5, 6, 7, I want, if your bum touches the floor, you've gone deep enough.
That's not going to happen for me, unfortunately.
Get as fast as you can. With 30 seconds in, 15 seconds left to go. And then keep that little bit of a hold at the bottom and then come up. The bottom of a squat is the most difficult portion of the squat. In powerlifting terms, we call it in the hole. In the hole is the hardest part to get out of. I want you to spend a little bit more time in the hole and get used to that position. 3, 2, 1 into those reverse lunges. There we go. Same thing with the reverse lunge. You're trying to get that back knee as close to the ground as you can. Not going to be possible for all of us. I want you to challenge your own range of motion. If you need a little bit more stability, grab onto a chair or a bench, hold on to that, and then try and focus on that range of motion. Chest facing forward, that back knee dropping straight down as far as it can go. If you can only get halfway down, that's fine. If you want to get a quarter of the way down, that's fine. I want you challenging your own mobility. It's about you versus you and your own improvement. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Great rep there. Good solid form. He's doing a really good job of keeping that front leg loaded, back knee towards the ground. Chest is facing forward. Coming up by squeezing the bum. When in doubt, squeeze your bum. We're then going to go into dead bugs in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into it. A little bit of coordination here. The reason why we're doing dead bugs off the 2 squat-like movements is with the exercise we did, the sumo squat and the reverse lunge, your posterior chain got a lot of action there. So your hamstring, your glute, a little bit of your erectors got a lot of action there. We're trying to match that with a little bit more anterior work as well. So doing a contralateral sort of type of sequence there.
And making the brain thing.
At 10 past 6 in the morning. Because why not? You got another 15 seconds to go. There we go, T. We're looking good. We're looking really good. Looking really good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You get a little bit of a break. We're going to take it from the top, make it drop onto set 2. Sumo squat, reverse lunges, dead bugs. How you feeling, buddy?
Great. Definitely feeling warm all over. Feeling strong.
Yeah, man, you're looking strong, eh? Your movement patterns are perfect. Solid work. See what practice does?
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Going to sumo squats in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Don't forget to hold at the bottom there for just a second. Increase how long you spend in the hole. Really get your hips, your glutes, your quads, your adductors comfortable with a full stretch and still being strong enough to shoot out. If you need a little bit more stability, put a chair underneath you so you don't run the risk of falling, and then you can challenge yourself a little bit more safely. There we go. There we go. It's all about practice. Exercise is a form of practice. A lot of us don't think of it in those terms, but you're practicing how to perform certain movements. You're practicing the internal structures in your body. You're practicing on how to perform this efficiently. And then through practice, your body gets better at doing it. It gets more efficient at processing it. 3, 2, 1, reverse lunges. And you can think of your nutrition in the exact same way. The more you eat in a way that is suitable for your goals, the more practice your body gets at being efficient at going towards what you want it to do. The more you practice, the better you get, the more efficient you get, the closer you get to your results, the closer you get to your progress. If you're only practicing once a week or twice a week, you're not going to progress as far as the person who's practicing 5 times a week, 6 times a week, 7 times a week. So we need to put in the time and effort, put in the repetition, the consistency into the progress, into the goal that we want. Going into those dead bugs in 10 seconds. How much jump again there? And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully into it. That's it. That's it. Coordination getting better. Look at that. Practice is working. Practice makes perfect. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Now with these dead bugs, if you cannot do long lever meaning your arm and your leg are extended as far as you can do short lever where you keep the knee slightly bent, you keep the elbow slightly bent. That shortens how long you're making the movement, takes a little bit of pressure away from the joints there. There we go. There we go. We're going to take a little bit of a break now. In 10 seconds, I want you to keep going. Feel the fight. Feel the power. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you get a minute to chill. There we go. There we go.
All right, everyone.
Next complex we're going to do a Romanian deadlift. So you're going to grab some weights, or you can go body weight. This time you're pushing the hips as far back as you can. Pulling the hips in by squeezing the glutes. Hips back, glute squeeze, hips forward. There we go. We're then going to go into a glute bridge walkout. So you're going to be on your back, hips in the air. You're going to walk your feet as far forward as you can while still keeping your hips in the air, and then walk them back. So we're going to go back and forth. The trick here is glutes are squeezed and activated the entire time. Hamstrings are contracting and relaxing. We're then going to go into an isometric glute bridge hamstring curl. So hips in the air as far as you can. Dig your heels into the ground as hard as you can, and then try to pull your heels towards your bum. Your heels aren't actually going to move because your feet are dug into the ground, but your hamstrings are going to activate quite strongly in that position. Yeah, that is the movement. A lot of posterior work with this one. We're doing a lot of hamstrings and glutes together. Starting with that Romanian deadlift, we're going to start in the next 10 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's put into it. So right now, focusing a lot of tension on hamstrings and glutes. I want you to use your back to keep it as straight as you possibly can. Shoulder blades are towards the back pocket and squeeze together. You almost want to think of it as like where your arms are, you're hiding your armpits away. You don't want your armpits to be exposed. So the shoulder drops down nice and tight, pushing the hip as far back as you can, squeezing the glutes to come up. There we go, there we go. Your knees, it's a soft bend at the knee, so we're not bending the knee actively, we're just unlocking it, allowing the hips to fall back. You want to feel a good stretch in the hamstring, squeeze the bum. Yeah, there we go, right where you want to feel it. Boom, we're going to do that for another 7 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into that glute bridge walkout. Really going to emphasize the glutes and hamstrings again. So hips in the air like you just don't care, and then walk it out. Remember, keep your hips off the ground. You want the hips as high as you can. You want to try and get a shoulder to hip as straight line as you can. There we go. Aidan is absolutely perfect, my man. Perfect. So here you're challenging your hip stability because now you're getting a little bit of instability from your feet actually walking out. You want to try and keep the hips level. You don't want your hips tilting side to side too much. You want to keep them really pointed left to right equally, keeping those hips up in the air. So we're working your glute maximus, which is the big bum muscle that you see, your glute minimus and medius, which are on the sides there, which help control the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Isometric glute bridge. Hold with a hamstring curl. So up, feet dug in, pulling the hamstrings towards you. Only doing this one for 30 seconds because the hamstrings should be burning by now.
Yeah.
But that burn is good. That burn is progress. That burn is a signal to your brain that, hey, I need you to make this a little bit stronger. It's reinforced. I need to put in more protein in these muscles. I need more blood into this area so we can make it a little bit more robust, a little bit stronger. Only 7-ish seconds left. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. It's okay not to be okay right now. Good stuff. We're going to do that for one more set. One more set to go with that. How was that?
Good. That second set of glute exercises, shall we say?
Yeah.
Definitely put some pressure there.
I'm telling you, my mission for the whole GIF community is to have really peachy bums. And that's how we'll tell each other apart. Like, you have a nice bum, you must be a GIFer.
I love that. I'm sorry.
Right? That's my mission in life. Okay, we're going to repeat that complex one more time. So let's get ready with those Romanian deadlifts. Hiding the armpits away, shoulder blades aloft. We're going to push the bum back. And let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We have someone watching from my hometown. I suspect that's my dad. Can't see his name right now, but I figure that's probably him.
Hi, Dad.
Let's go into it. They say they'll be exercising shortly. I don't believe it. I absolutely do not believe it. There we go. Remember, pushing the hips as far back as you can, almost like there's a string being pulled, a string around your hips pulling away from you. You're bending at the hip, squeezing the glutes, fighting against that string. There we go. You want to stretch the hamstrings. You want to feel the glutes squeezing hard to get you back up to a straight position. And we're going to go into the glute bridge walkout in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into it. There we go. The reason why glutes are so important is your glutes are the biggest muscles in your body. They're connected to one of the strongest joints in your body, and they're in the center of your body. So your glutes are able to control and stabilize for your upper body and lower body quite well when they're strong and activate correctly. They're very well positioned. We start to run into issues where the best muscle for the job is not the one doing the job. That's when your quads and hamstrings take over. That's when your lower back starts to take over, which is fine for a day. It's fine for a week. It's maybe okay for a month. If you do that repetitively long enough, you start to wear out structures that are not designed to handle that kind of wear and tear. So we want the muscles designed for the job to be the ones doing the job. And they'll only do it if they practice how to do their role and if they're strong and stable. Going into the isometric glute bridge hamstring curl in 3, 2, 1. Hips in the air as high as you can get them. Dig your feet into the ground and then try and bring the heels towards your bum. Friction is not allowing you to actually move your heels, but you're actively trying. So the iso, meaning isometric, it's a contraction with no movement. So you're trying to bring your hamstrings towards you as close as you can, but your friction of the ground is not letting you. But the hamstrings are still working. They're still pulling as hard as they can, activating quite hard. We're going to relax in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You get a minute rest while I explain what we're doing next. So what we're going to do next, we're going to do a staggered squat. Staggered meaning that one foot is going to be in front of the other, about 1 foot length, maybe slightly more. Putting most of your pressure on that back leg. Front leg is just there for stability, and we're going to squat up and down there. We're then going to do 15 seconds on the one side, swap legs, 15 seconds on the other. We're then going to do a lunge hold with hip extension. So we're going to drop into a lunge position, and then we're going to kick that back leg into the air. Boom, there we go. Really putting pressure on that front leg. If you don't have the balance for this right now, I want you to hold on to a chair, a step, anything you can hold on to, or just stick to a static lunge hold. That's fine as well. And we're going to do that both left and right. Yeah.
Cool. Good
stuff. Staggered squats starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's fully into it. There we go. There we go. Good balance, good stability. Really focusing on that back leg that's taking all the pressure there. Front leg's just there for stability. You can turn this into a bit of a sit to stand action, so getting a bench, actually sitting down and coming up. Now we're trying to train a little bit of unilateral strength. We're going to swap sides in 3, 2, 1. So most of us, the vast majority of us, have a dominant side and a non-dominant side.
I just found it.
Yeah, right? So this is we're trying to train your weaker side a little bit by itself, so it is a little bit more exposed. It can get a little bit more practice, a little bit more stimulation. Your stronger side compensating for it too much. So every now and again, separating right from left is a good idea for that reason. 3, 2, 1. Lunge hold with the lunge hold with the hip extension. There we go. There we go. Going to a little bit of balance. Remember, you can hold on to a step, a bench, or anything you can grab onto. Or you can go Aidan and free ball it. Great strength, great stability. Here, you're really loading that quad, loading that hamstring, and that back leg picking up. That glute is working quite hard as well. We're going to swap over in about 10 seconds. I want you to hold strong. I know it's tough. I know it burns. I know I'm challenging you quite a bit this morning, but that's the name of the game. We're going to swap sides in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. It is a very useful tool as a human being to learn how to control your body in space. Your body is meant to be a very effective tool for movement, and our lifestyle right now has made us forget how it actually works. This is practice.
We sit too much.
We sit too much. We spend too much time chilling, doing nothing, too idle. Your body's capable of amazing things, but we need to practice and remind it how it does it. There we go. There we go. We're looking good, team. We're looking good. We're going to take a bit of a breather in 3, 2, 1, and relax. There we go. There we go. One more of those to go, man. One more of those to go.
That's right. Come, guys. We got this.
Good, solid effort this Monday. Wow. It's Wednesday. I would much rather have it in my mind it's Monday and find out it's Wednesday.
Find out it's Friday. It's 2 days.
Right? Rather than be like, oh no, it's Wednesday. Oh no, it's Monday. Oh no, still a full week ahead. Yeah, we're going to do that sequence one more time. One more time. It's going to be tough. It's going to burn. But we're practicing. We're practicing how to get good. So we're going to do a staggered squat in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. The lovely thing about practicing movements like this is any and all benefit comes right back to you. Quads stronger, glutes stronger, mental strength stronger. Now, knees don't hurt quite as much anymore. Hips feel strong, feel stable.
Very true about the knees.
Right? 3, 2, 1, other side. Like I was chatting to someone the other day. It's like I've had knee ops, one in each knee, and despite one of them being quite a serious op, I never have knee pain because everything around the knees is as strong as it possibly can be. In fact, my knees start to bother me when I don't exercise. So we gotta keep that consistency up, keep the structure strong. We're going to go into that lunge hold with extension in 3, 2, 1. Let's go into it. There we go. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. If there is anyone who seems to be dealing with a little bit of knee pain during any of these movements, a little bit of either chronic or acute, go ahead and give me a little WhatsApp or contact me on Facebook. Happy to help out and figure out what's the cause and what's a treatment modality we can use to get around it. 3, 2, 1, other side. That's the team. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Fight for the last little bit now. Fight for the last little bit. We have one more complex after this. A quick 2 rounds, and then this workout's done. We're about 4-ish, 5-ish minutes from the very end. Fight for every inch now. Fight for every inch. This set ending in 3, 2, 1, and relax. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, last complex for the day. We're going to go into a V hold. So you're going to be on your bum, legs in the air, arms in the air, really trying to hold up. There we go. We're going to hold that happy place. Don't even think about it. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. We're then going to a little Russian twist, side to side. There we go. And then we're going to end off in that V hold position again, but doing bicycle crunches. Really working the anterior core one last time for a good show. And 2 quick rounds of that. We're going to try and do quick 2 rounds with no rest. Go. Then the workout's done. So, injecting the intensity at the very end, because after this, you got nothing left to go. So it's that V hold in the next 10 seconds. In position. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bully into that V hold. Happy place. 30 seconds. Let's go. With someone swiping in saying they're staying high, saying they will do this one tomorrow. That is absolutely awesome. Let me know once you've done it. I would love to hear your feedback. There we go, team. There we go, team. We have only about 10 seconds left of this V hold, and then we're going to go into the Russian twists in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist again, like we did last summer. There we go, team. There we go, team. Looking strong, looking powerful. Good contraction here. Aidan's using a ball to create a little bit more resistance, a little bit more instability. His legs are up, so it's the most unstable you can get. You can put your feet down to the ground, create a little bit more stability. You don't need to use the ball if you want a little bit less resistance. I do want a good full range of motion though. We're not moving the hand side to side. We're twisting at the core. We're going to go into the V hold with bicycle crunches in 3, 2, 1. There we go. V hold into those bicycles. Really crunch those abdominals. You have your iliopsoas. You have your transverse abdominis. You have your lower abdominal muscles all working together here. And then a little bit of a crunch there with the upper abdominals. Really working nice and hard. We're nearly there. About 10 seconds left to go. We're going to go straight back into a nice little V hold. So I'm not giving you rest for this one. I want you to push hard in 3, 2, 1. V hold. Here's where the magic happens. Here's where the burn gets almost unbearable. Louis.
Come on, team. Come on, team.
Louis giving you some hand things. Celebrating you. Giving you some motivation. You got this. You got this. Almost at the end there. Almost at the end there. I know this is hard. I know it burns. I know it's tough. It's uncomfortable. But out of this is going to come your progress. We're going to go into the Russian twist in 3, 2, 1. No growth or progress happens inside the comfort zone. You've already conquered that. You've mastered it. You're the king of the comfort zone. We're exploring new territories and it requires a little bit of a fight. So go out there and conquer. Bruno also giving you a little, what's it? Bambuda being represented. That's your accountability group.
Yeah.
Oh, that's flipping
One
awesome.
we've kept though for probably 7 or 8 months now.
I love that. I love when accountability groups just keep going. It's absolutely awesome. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. V hold the bicycles. Last 30 seconds. I'm asking you to push yourself for the very last 30 seconds. All the way. All the way. Sacrifice without regret. Pain is imaginary. It's all in your head. I want you to go forth and conquer outside your comfort zone. Expand your lands. Colonize everything around you. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your workout is done. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section, how was that? How you're feeling? Go ahead and log your dot. Claim your reward points. It's Wednesday. If you're a little bit behind, you have time to catch up. Log your dots. Woo! How you feeling?
Great. The core, the bum, the glutes, the quads are burning.
Proper, eh?
But so set for the day now. Can't believe. All done by 6:30.
All done by 6:30. Rest of the day is yours to do whatevs.
Well, I've got a little thing called work I've got to go to, but details.
That sounds awfully inconvenient.
No, I know. Just rather have my feet up watching a good movie.
I mean, the weather calls for it too. The weather calls. A little drizzly.
It certainly does.
Blanket.
Red wine, fire in the movie. Sounds great on a Wednesday.
Oh, yes. If we ever win the lottery.
Yeah.
That would be the life.
We can all dream country.
Right? Needs to say that was great, feeling nice and pumped. We have Sancha saying she's awake now.
Good, yeah, I'm most certainly awake now.
That is amazing. Elizabeth saying, great way to start the Wednesday. So glad you enjoyed that.
Well
absolutely
done,
great way.
That was a proper session. As much as it didn't feel like a lot of cardio, the constant keeping going, the movements, my heart rate was right up there, I can tell you that much.
There we go. Pamela saying that was dark. The buffalo of darkness came out to play. You know it. You know, if you guys think about which program to do in June, give it horns. Similar vibes. So get in there. She's also saying you were amazing, and you absolutely were.
Fab.
Nisa saying her glutes are on fire. That's them building, man. When they look peachy in them jeans. Christelle saying 10 out of 10. That was awesome. You guys have been absolutely great. Go out there. Follow the rest of your day in the same sort of vein. Follow your nutritional plan. Practice what you need to practice. Go out there and get a good result for yourself. It's check-in week. Don't forget to check in. Gauge where you are right now. See how your progress is going. See where you are in time. And then figure out what the best moves forward are going to be.
Well done, everybody. You go the rest of the day.
You guys have been absolutely amazing. We're out of here. Have a fantastic Wednesday, and we'll see you real soon.
Bye, guys.
When was the last time you felt powerful, brave, strong, bold, capable, inspired, excited, fired up? This month, come on a journey with me as I explore what power is. What's our story? What part are we playing in our story? How do we harness our greatest weapons and shut out all of the self-doubt? Being kinder to ourselves and rising strong despite the challenges and setbacks. Power is the ability to achieve our purpose and to effect change. Together, let's develop our strengths, acknowledge our fears, face the truth, and emerge on the other side as our very own superhero.